It was my day off working at the amusement park, and I had tickets to ride all the rides at the amusement park. The day was so bright and sunny, and there was one particular ride, the Millennium, that went 300 feet up in the air and went into a sharp drop down. It had turns, curves, twists, and turns. It was so frightening, but at the same time, it was very exciting. And so it is with life today. It is filled with so many ups and downs, turns and curves. Sometimes you feel like you're going to go over a cliff or go off the rails, but you are safely strapped in to the seat and you just relax and enjoy the ride. So, welcome to your Gateway to Millions workshop. And I'm your host, Michael Harrison, and this will be an exciting workshop where you will learn how to draw out the knowledge you have, that creative knowledge, and put it into a form that somebody can benefit from. So I have one question for you. Where are you logging on from? You could put it in the chat window. Where are you logging on from? Which part of the world are you? You can let me know in the chat. Let me see where we are logging on from. Okay. And what do you want to achieve at the end of this time together? What do you want to achieve at the end of our time together? Put it in the chat window so I can know what you want to achieve at the end of our time together. We'll just give you a few minutes and give some more persons a few minutes to get on so they don't miss anything. What do you want to achieve? And my promise to you is that at the end of our workshop, you will have a digital asset ready to serve to the world. That is my promise to you today, that you will have a digital asset ready to serve to the world. And how are we going to achieve this today? I'll be sharing with you the GSOD framework to achieve this promise today in this workshop. So we're going to get started. We're going to select the right template. We're going to upload images. We're going to design the masterpiece, your masterpiece, and we're going to share it with the world. So at the end of our workshop, this is the framework that we'll use to achieve that goal. So in this workshop, we're going to cover these topics from the framework: getting started with Canva, selecting the right template, uploading your images, and designing your masterpiece. And finally, we're going to share it with the world, and that's the exciting part, right? We're going to share what you have done with the world. So let's take a pause right here while we get some more persons connected into the workshop. So if you're just joining us, you should have received an email that's your guidebook for today's workshop. It will help you along with the workshop today. Okay, we are back after dealing with some technical difficulties. and we have gotten some persons to get back. All right. Okay, as we were saying, in this workshop, we'll be going through the GSUDS framework, which is getting started, selecting the right template, uploading the images that you have taken. And even if you haven't taken those images that you got in your thank you email, we'll show you how we can get images for our workshop today. We'll be designing your masterpiece and then we will share it with the world. So we have lost quite a number of time already, so let's try to get as much as possible done within the next hour or so. So as we said, in this workshop, we're going through getting started with Canva, selecting the right template. We'll be uploading your images, we'll be designing your masterpiece, and then we'll be sharing that with the world. So if you will stay with me until the end, you will receive from me a free ebook, great value within this ebook that it will be yours at the end of this workshop. Also, with the guide that we have provided with this workshop, complemented with this free ebook, you can see where you can create your own money platform. So before we continue, we have to have the right mindset. The right mindset. And what comes to mind when we say mindset, the right mindset? It all has to do with your attitude. What is your attitude at this moment? What is your attitude toward the workshop when you saw the title, Your Gateway to Millions? There are so many marketers or individuals on the internet that are promising millions if you would take their program. This is not one of them. In this workshop, I'll take the knowledge that you already have in your marvelous mind and will translate it into something that is tangible. At the end of this workshop, you will see it and you'll be able to believe in your abilities that it is possible. So, with the right mindset, it impacts your attitude, and that attitude that you have, whether good or bad, will influence your behavior. How you behave towards a particular person, a particular situation, and it influences your actions. What type of action you will take based on your mindset. And those actions translate into results. The results determine your performance, and the cycle continues. So it pays to have a good mindset. The right mindset with the right attitude will get you the results that you are hoping to receive. And as we promised at the start of this workshop, that you will have a digital asset ready to share with the world by the time we complete it. So play full out with this workshop or in this workshop so that you can get the best out of it. What you put in is actually what you will get out. So with this image, what do you see? So within the FedEx word, there is something there. Actually, there are two things or two items that are displayed in the FedEx logo. Let me see if you can spot them. You can type that into the chat so I can see what you have written. Go ahead, type that in the chat. Do you see the arrow in the FedEx logo? Do you see the arrow? Type it in the chat if you see the arrow in the FedEx logo. Okay. Yes, the arrow is pointing to the right, and it's between the letter E and the X. Do you see it now? It's between the letter E and X. There's an arrow pointing to the right. Type it in the chat if you're able to see it now. Also, I attended a recent webinar and the presenter presented the same logo and asked a similar question. What did we see? Now, of course, I had seen the arrow before, but I had not seen the tablespoon that's there. So the tablespoon is the lower half of the E, the letter E, the small E in Fed. So if you look, you'll see it's like a little scoop in the letter E, the small E in the word in Fed. Do you see it? Let me know if you see it in the chat window. Okay. Now that I have showed you these two things, you will always look for them. Whenever you see the FedEx logo, it's automatic that you will look for these two items, the little spoon and the arrow. Now the lesson to be learned from this is that you take baby steps signifying the spoon, the tablespoon or the baby spoon, in the right direction, the arrow pointing to the right. And that is what we're going to do today in this workshop. We're going to take baby steps in the right direction to get your digital asset done by the end of this workshop, and you will have something ready to present to the world, to serve it to the world. All right. Now, the first step in our framework is getting started. We have to start if we are going to achieve anything that we set out to do. So if you had selected or registered for Canva using the link that I provided, it would be a win-win-win situation. It's a win-win-win situation. Now, how is that a win-win situation? Tell me. So if you use this code, here's the win-win situation. It would be a win for Canva, as in Canva would get a new user, a prospective customer. Of course, when you sign up with Canva, you sign up for their free account, and there are so many things that you can do with the free account, and we'll explore some of them in this workshop today. And there's also a win for you and a win for me, in that you get a Canva credit to get a premium element for free. So you can use it in your design. And after you have created your masterpiece today, you will have a code of your own that you can share with your friends so that they too can sign up for Canva, and you, along with those persons that you send the link to, will be able to get a premium element for free. 1 credit to get a premium element for free. Isn't that exciting? So we're on to the second step in our framework, in our GSUDS framework. So we already looked on getting started in Canva, and let me just switch to the screen. This is a workshop after all, right? So let's switch to the screen. So when you sign up for Canva, you will see this screen, this login screen. Mine will look a bit different because of the many items that I have been using in Canva. So it will look a bit different. And as we go through this workshop, we'll explore some of these areas that you can use at a later date. So we're at selecting the right template. Selecting the right template. So selecting the right template. Selecting the right template. Now there are several templates available in Canva that you can use to design your masterpiece. But for this workshop, we're going to focus on the ebook. So we're going to go through that, and I'll take you step by step through this process. So you have book covers, you have flyers. There are so many things that you can do with Canva. All right. So the next step in the GSODS framework is uploading your images. Uploading your images. Now, if you have the guidebook downloaded on your computer, it is page number 6 in the guidebook, page number 7 rather. Page number 7 is uploading your images. Uploading your images. So if you turn to page number 7 in your workbook or your guidebook, you would go to the uploads menu and you would go to upload media, then to device, and you navigate to your image location and select your images and upload. So let me do that with you right now so that no one is left behind when we go through this together. So let's switch that around. So let's go to our Canva, and all right. So first we get the right template. So we type in the search field at the top, ebook cover, and we press enter, and then we would select the create a blank ebook cover, and that will load into another window, and we're going to upload our images to the library. Now there is an uploads menu item to the left, and you click on that upload item. It has a little cloud and an arrow going up. You click on that, and then you will see upload media, and you will select your device, which is basically going to your where you have your images stored, so that you can upload your stuff. So let's see what I have here, what I can use. So here was already. Let's do this. I'm gonna pick a banana, strawberry, some honey. Let's pick some. So 1, 2, 3, and try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We open those, and they should be coming into your library, all 5 items. Now say for instance you do not, or you did not look for, you didn't bother to take those photos, or you got the email late, you can come to the photos menu item, and you would click on that, and you go up to the search bar, and you type in fruits. You can type in fruits, and it will give it some time to load, and it's loading. It's doing so many things at the same time. So you're uploading your images, and you're also loading your search results. So there are a number of them that you can choose from. So when the time comes, you can select any one of those, and I will give you some guidance as to how you're going to use those items. So we have uploaded our images. Now the next step, after we upload our images, we're going to design your masterpiece. So we're going to get your creative juices flowing in designing your masterpiece. So go back to the Canvas screen, and if you have the workbook with you, it's page number 8. We are going to add 3 pages. So we click the add pages button at the top here 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So you should have 4 pages currently in your design. So you can see the page number at the top, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. And we're going to start with page number 4. So for the items, we're going to do one item first. So you click on the upload menu item, and all the images that you have uploaded, you will see them listed there. So you would click on one of them and it will bring it over to the canvas that you're working on. And if you didn't take any of your own images, you can go to the photos section that I showed you before. You would click on one of the free images. You will, when you hover over the image, you will see free in the lower right hand corner. So you would click on those images that are free for this workshop. Now, of course, I am testing out the pro version, the professional version. You can use the professional version for 30 days without charge to experience what it feels like to use the professional version. And afterwards, before the 30 days are up, you can just say, oh, I do not want it anymore. So we're going to design the first page that we're going to use. So we have something on the canvas already. And when you follow our guide, we're going to right click on the image, and then we're going to say set image as background. So we do that, and you see the image set as the background. Okay, now let's continue. So the next thing here is to select the text menu. So we select the text menu right here. Then we select add a heading, and what can we say here? In the workbook or the guidebook, we said that you could have your favorite quote and you could write something about the fruit that you're having, that you have here. You could say bananas provide potassium, which is great for muscle health. And it's true, ripe banana. So we can say ripe banana provide potassium, which is great for muscle health. Now, if it looks a little bit too big, you can click on the image, the text box, and you can reduce the size to a size that you want. Say, let's do some sizing right here to bring it further in the middle. Now, if you look on that, you will notice that the color black is being hidden in the background of the banana, so you can hardly see it. So what we can do is to go to elements. I think that's what is there in your workbook on page 9. So we go to elements in the left corner, and then we look for square. Type square in the box, then we will click on a square and it will bring it over to the canvas. Now when it is brought over to the canvas, we can right click on it and send it to the background, send it behind the letters, and you will see it go behind the letters. Now you will notice that the square have some guidelines around it, so you can drag it to the edge so that it covers the letter, the words. And we also said that you can select the background square. We go to the transparency icon at the top right, and we would carry this down to about 60, so that it's a bit faded and it adds a nice look to it. Now, of course, you can change the color of the words if it doesn't suit you. So we could change it to color, that text color that is more appealing to you. So you can click on the A beside the plus sign at the top. That's the text color. You click on that and you would change it to a color that you like. So you have default colors here. Let's try purple and see how it looks. Yes, purple looks good. But you can change it to anything that you want it to. Now, when we go back to our workbook, we're going to go to the text box. We're going to click to select the text box. We're going to say Control C to copy and Control V to paste, and then we're going to drag this down. Now because the background is dark, we want a light color for our text to show on the dark background. So we may want to change the text in this box to say white. That looks better. And in this box, we have some text that we're going to type. We're going to type copyright, and we have that text in the guidebook for you already done. So we're going to copy that into the guidebook here. And for your name, you're going to put your name here. I'm going to put my name. You put your name, and you remove the square brackets, and all rights reserved. And you're going to reduce the text size to, did I put a number there? The font size to 9. So you can click the box, go up to the size, and you change that to 9. Press enter, and you will size that to how you want it. So let's see, there's a space here. Okay, and you would align that toward the bottom of the screen like so, and you will copy this box. You copy, and then you paste, Control C and Control V, and in this box you're going to change the text in this box to a number. So we were at page 1, 2, so this is page number, let's say page number 4, and we're going to get the size of this down. Let's drag it back over here. So the size is 9, so we should go back to 9. Okay, and if the screen is too small, you can hold down the Control key and you slightly scroll up so you have more room to work, and then you drag the 4 in line, and there are guidelines there, pink guidelines, when you are aligning your text. So that gives you some guidance as to how to align your text. All right, so are you able to follow along so far? All right, so we're moving on to the next area. We did the copyright, we did the number. So congratulations, this is the hardest part of designing your masterpiece. This is the hardest part. Now let's see, let me get back here, get back into Canva here, and there is a duplicate page option just at the top of the page, page 4, and we're going to do that 4 times. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should have 5 pages. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now we're going to go to the page after page number 4. And in the interactive guidebook, we said that on page 11, we're on page 11. So we're going to change the page number first. The page number, change that to number 5. We go down, change the page number 6, page number 7, page number 8. Okay, and once we have those page numbers done, we're going to page number 5. We're going to select the background, and we are going to go to our uploads menu, and we're going to select another image that we have uploaded. We're going to click on that. It's going to come into our canvas, and we're going to right click, and we're going to replace the background image like so. Now in the text, you replace the text to, remember I said you could use your favorite quote or your favorite benefit or your favorite scripture or something that you could write here that will inspire the reader who will read your book that we'll create at the end. So let's say strawberries are full of vitamin A, which is excellent for your eyes. Now we could change this text color to white, and we could change the background, the text overlay. You just click on that and you go to the little square box beside the word animate at the top of that the workspace. You click on that and you would change that to, let's say, a red color. That can work. Yes. Or a lighter shade of red. Let's do this darker one. And let's see. Yes, that can work. And we're going to do that for the other images. So we're finished with page number 5. We're going to go to page number 6. So as we said before, we click on the background, we go over to the uploads menu that we have uploaded our images. Then we would click on another image that we have uploaded. When it's brought over to the canvas, we're going to right click and we're going to say replace background like so. And then we're going to replace our text to something that we have. So kale is a superfood that is filled with many vitamins and minerals. And for the text color, we can still stay with this text overlay. For the text color, we can change that to, or we can still use white. Let's see how that looks. White. We may want to change the text overlay to something very attractive. Let's try. Okay, that looks good. So that's yellow. Or if that doesn't, we can change. So we just play around with this. Something that is okay for us to work with. So let's work with that, right? So we're making steady progress. We have 2 more of our images to include and we're almost done. So page number 7, we click on the background and we bring over our image. Then we right click and we say replace background. And then if the image that you have placed in the background, the text overlay seem to get in the way, you can do that. As in my case, I'll just move the text down a bit and then we move the text overlay behind it like so. And then we'll change the text in the box and we say honey is very nutritious. That's how it's spelled. Very nutritious and is a product of nature. And then we would change the color. You could have a theme here. Let's try yellow. And then for the text overlay, let's try something similar to bright. We could do something like that, or we could change the text overlay to something brighter. Okay, we'll try and do. Alright. And then the final page, page number 8, we'll click on the background and we put our final image in here. We right click and we say replace background. And then for the text, we change the text and we say Almond milk is best for making delicious smoothies. Almond milk is best for delicious smoothies. And we can shape this a bit. Let's change the text overlay. Let's change the text to something that is here, probably brown. It's sort of blending in the background of the brown will not work. So let's try green. Then we need bright the color for the text overlay. Check that. We may want to bring this darken the text overlay a bit, so we can go to the transparency icon at the top right. It's the checkered icon, and we may want to bring the transparency up a bit so that it blocks out the word on the box. So we can bring it back to about 90. Right? So we can have it like so. So we have done our 5 images. How does that look so far? Are you making progress? Do you see it coming together nicely? Let's check on you and see what's going on. Let me see it in the chat window. But this is what happens when you're live, right? So many things can happen during a live broadcast. So we have been designing our masterpiece, and if we look back on our guidebook on page 11, we are almost through. So we are at page number 13. So let's look back here. Okay, so we're going to add a page. We can use the button right here to add a page. So we're going to copy a text box from up top here, from any of the images. Then we come to the blank page, and we're going to type notes. And we're going to center that, put that close to the top, and we're going to select background. So we're going to go to the background menu item, and we're going to select background, so we can type in nature in the top there in the search bar, and we're going to select a free image like this one, and I'm going to change the opacity, the transparency to 40. So let's change that to 40 like so, and we're going to add our copyright text box, and we may want to change the color to show up. And this is page 9. So that's our notes for anyone wanting to write some information there. And then we are going to duplicate this page number 9, and we're going to use this text box, and we're going to say, did you enjoy this book? Did you enjoy this book? All right, so you want to get the reader talking. So you say, did you enjoy this book? You may carry this down to 20, and you put this in the middle here, and you will duplicate this box. You copy this box, text box, and then you would change the words, the text, and you would say, schedule a free call today. So you want them to talk to you, right? Schedule your free call today, make it personal. And below that, you have another box, and you can use your handles. So at, and you put your handles. So in this case, I have my handle there, and you're going to go to the elements menu, and you're going to type in one of the social media handles. So in this case, we're going to use Instagram, and we're going to select one of the free images, and we size that down appropriately, and we put it beside our handle. Now when you have that, see what we have here. You can do it for Facebook as well. So you can just schedule your free call today and let's chat. That should be fine. And then you would move. All right. So you do this is for Facebook if you have Facebook, and for any other one. If you have Twitter as well, you do it for Twitter. Now we're done with that, and we're going to go to the top first page. So we go right up to the top first page, page number 1. And we are going to go to the uploads menu item, and we are going to select one of our images to be our cover. Now for me, I have something here already that I'm going to set as the cover. So you would right click and set as background, and you want to get a nice text for this. So you would go to the text menu and you would search for script, and you're going to look for the script that says cue the confetti. Cue the confetti. It's free, so you click on that and that will bring it over to the canvas. Now for the part that says, you click on the top part that says cue the, and you're going to change that text to your title for the title. So I will say green smoothies are there. Green smoothies are, and then we need to stretch this a bit, make this size smaller. Green smoothies are, and then for the confetti part we're going to say fantastic. Now for your title, you may want to have a title that reflects what is in the contents of your book. So if you're dealing with flowers, you'll do something about flowers, something that will inspire somebody to want to read your book. I know that there are a lot of persons that are really health conscious. So if I say green smoothies are fantastic, more than likely they would want to see what is in this book. So in this design that you're seeing, you can notice that the green smoothies are fantastic. You can hardly see the writing. So here we add a text overlay and we go to elements again. We go and search for square. It will come on our canvas. We're going to stretch it over our text, and then we are going to right click and send it backward. For this one, we can change the opacity, but it looks quite good how it is now. Let's change it to 80. 80 is fine. So let's have that to 80. And for the fantastic, we leave it at that. And then we need to copy the text box. So we need a text box, so we can get it from the text menu here, and we're going to add a head. You can add a head in here. We drag it to the bottom, and this is where we're going to add your name. So you're the author of this ebook, and then we're going to make the size a little bit smaller. And for this font, you can use Horizon. So you can look for Horizon free font. That will change that up a bit, and then you would change the size of the text so, and it will stretch down at the bottom like so. So you will have that. And then after you have written your name, you would go to the page after the cover page, and you're going to copy a text box. You can use the one that you just did your name with, and you go to the page number 2. You'll change the font color to black so that you can see it. And you're going to, I already provide you with a copyright text in your workbook, so you can use the copyright text, and you're going to change the size, change the text. We'll use Open Sans. Open Sans is great for here. Open Sans, select Open Sans. And we will change this down to about 14 or 9. I said 9. Right? And you can have this centered. For the copyright, you would have your name, and you want it to be fine like that, and you check for spelling. So what this is saying that you are the author of it. So you would say copyright 2021, and you type your name, and then you put a period, then you say all rights reserved. And basically you're saying no part of this publication can be reproduced, so you don't want anyone to copy the work that you have done. And you can get the copyright script on the internet. So the reason why we're using our social media handles here is because it's easier, and I want to help you to achieve the promise that we have for you, to have something at the end of our workshop today, a digital product, digital asset. You can center this or you can have it aligning to the left. On the third page, we're almost done. We're going to have some sort of a welcome message. So we can copy this text box on the third page. We can change this font to, let's change the size first of all, say to about 20. We're going to change the text in here. Dear awesome reader. We're going to left align this, and you're going to write, welcome to my ebook, and you will enjoy all the benefits of green smoothie in here. Something to that effect, something to tell the reader what they'll get. You tell them to enjoy, and you would have like a little story in here, not too long, just a little story. Now once you have done that, you may want to copy your copyright, and you would copy it on the pages. So you copy that and you put it on page number 2. So this should read page number 2. Change that text to page number 2, page number 3, and you have page number 4, 5, 6. So you have 9 pages in your ebook. So there you have it. You have designed your ebook. So we're at the design, we're finished the design phase. So the next part of what we're going to do now is the sharing part. So let me know, do you find our time together valuable so far? Write it in the chat. So you basically have your thing completed. Write it in the chat so that we know what's going on. All right, so we're going to move on to the next part, which is sharing it with the world. So there are a few steps that we are going to take in order to share this with the world. So we're going to go to the file menu at the top. So we're going to move a bit quicker now. So we're going to go to the file menu up top, and we're going to select make a copy. So we click on that. It will duplicate the current design that you have, and we're going to name this copy, give it a name. So I say green smoothie. Give it the name, the title of your book. So green smoothie cover, right? So this will be the cover, and then what we want to do, we're going to delete the rest of the pages. Remember, you already have the previous page, so this is just a duplicate. So let's rename this one first, green ebook. Right, so you have that, and Canva automatically saves as you design, so you have nothing to worry about. So when you go over to the cover page, you're going to delete all pages except page number 1, the cover page. So you're going to delete those. So what we want is to have just the front page, and that is our cover page. Now we're going to select download, and it's suggested that the file type is PNG. We're going to download as PNG. So we want to have a flattened image, so no layers. So you're going to download as PNG. Wherever it is downloaded, you make a note of that so that you can have it. Once that is downloaded, we're going to go to the file menu again. We're going to go to make a copy, and we're going to make a copy of the cover, right? So once you make a copy of the cover, you're going to change this to markup, MOCKUPS, markups, right? So here with the images here, we do not want any of them, so delete all of them. You can highlight everything using your mouse, click and highlight everything and just delete. So you have a blank canvas again. Now you're going to go to the uploads menu, and you're going to click upload media, and you're going to go to device, and you're going to look for where you have just downloaded the cover page. You're going to select that. You're going to upload to your library. Once it is uploaded, you're going to click on that to bring it on the canvas. You're going to right click and you're going to set as image back. No, do not set as image background. So let's stop. So it will come over on your canvas. It's already selected and we are, let's see, I think I missed a step. So let's delete that. So the image, the canvas should be blank, and we're going to go to elements at the top. We're going to go to the search bar and we're going to search for frames, Frames, frames. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for the laptop frame. We're going to click on that and bring it over to the canvas. We're going to position it nicely, or position it in the middle and drag it a bit so that it's in the middle of the screen. Next, we're going to look for our tablet, one that looks like a tablet, and then we click on that and we're going to resize that to a little bit smaller than the laptop screen, and we are going to drag that and let it overlap the laptop. Next, we're going to select phone. We click on that and we're going to resize that a bit, so you know the phone is a bit smaller than the tablet. So resize that and we overlap that with the phone. All right, so we have 3 images there. So we have a laptop, we have a tablet, we have a phone. Now we're going to go back to uploads, look for the image that you just uploaded. We're going to click and drag that over to the laptop screen where the mouse pointer is and release. We're going to click and drag that over to the tablet screen, release, and we're going to click and drag this over to the phone screen and release. So you should have it there, right? Then on the background, you're going to go to a background image, the background menu, and you're going to select a background, solid color background. I'm going to choose so you can select a background for what you want the background to be. I'm going to select that one, and then you're going to download this, and this is your mockup. So you can download this as JPG, so it's a smaller size, so it will be easier to upload to your website or to your Facebook or your Instagram. So you download that. That will be downloaded, and we're almost there. Now you're going to go to Facebook or Instagram. Go to Instagram first. So let's go to Instagram, your Instagram account. right? Okay, and you're going to write a post. Let's see where the posts are. I'm gonna add a post, yes. And you're going to look for your mockups. You're gonna upload your mockups, right? Looks good. Then you're going to click next. And for your caption, you're going to type this in there. So you want to ask the first, if you're doing it on Instagram, the first sentence should be a question. So you want to ask the reader a question. Something to the effect, would you like a copy of my amazing ebook? So they will say yes or no. So you give them a story. I created it during an interactive workshop. Let's see, workshop called Your Gateway to Millions, facilitated by you give the handle, and then you say, and I think you will like this ebook. Then you're going to have 6 ellipses, 6 periods, sorry, going down, 1. Then you have your hashtag, Vista Dashin, hashtag creativity, hashtag inspire, hashtag possibilities, hashtag faith, hashtag believe in yourself, hashtag, you want about 11 or so, or whatever amount you want to do. Designing your life, or designing your future, designing your life, or anything like that. So as many tags as you want that pertains to your design. Then you would share this, and now that you have shared it, you would have done it. So let's see. Now the only thing left for you to do now is to download your ebook as a PDF print file type and get ready for the number of replies that you will receive once you have shared your mockup. So your interested readers will reply to your post saying, yes, I want to see this ebook, and you will have it to share it with them, right? So let's see, we have covered everything here today. Let's get back to the presentation. And there are many opportunities to get this going, to use this knowledge. Many opportunities. Now, you could help someone with their Facebook post. You could teach, for those of you with children, you could teach your children this basic, teach them this skill, and it will be a guarantee for their secondary education. So say for instance, you have children who are at their school-age children, you can design an ebook with them and publish it on, say, Amazon, and have people purchase this book, and your child would be gaining an income way before they get to the university level. So this is like a guarantee for your child and for you as a parent, so that you won't be burdened with finding an income for your child when the time comes. You can also become a Canva contributor, where you could upload your photos and Canva will pay you to use those photos. So there's an opportunity here to be a Canva contributor and upload your photos, nicely taken photos. Of course, there are guidelines to taking these photos, and you can read those guidelines within the Canva environment and do that. You can design flyers or flyers for business. You can design birthday cards. You can add this digital skill to your resume to impress your future employers. Imagine if you are in your current employment right now. You could use this skill to design departmental brochures, or to share some information about a particular topic that you are doing. You can also sell these services, this design skill service, on Fiverr. So there are many opportunities out there where you can apply this skill. Now here is what we have covered today. We have covered the GSUDS framework, getting started with Canva, selecting the right template, uploading your images, designing your masterpiece, and we finally shared it with the world. So by the end of this workshop, you would have already received a comment on your social media posts. So we'll see what happens. So if you have any questions, you can let me know in the chat feature that is available to you. So you can let me know. And I'm sure you have come up with some great ideas that you're excited about implementing. Would you like to share some in the chat? There are many ideas come to mind. And if you browse through the Canva library, you will see the many ideas there that you can use. Now it sounds like we have covered what you need to know in order to create your digital asset. You now have this in hand, and you can use this as a template to make changes or create future digital assets that you can deploy in your social media. Can you do this? Yes, you can. Let me see yes, I can in the chat box. Yes, I can. Yes, I can do this. All right. If there are any occasion where you feel as if you need more help or you need some advice, you can schedule your advisory call today at the link provided there, calendly.com/Harintel, and we'll just talk. We'll just share what's on your mind and see how I can work with you in providing design services, or to just see what issues you're having, and we can work together to resolve them. And this is about it. So you have gotten all the information that you need. Ladies and gentlemen, I am thanking you for attending this workshop, thanking you for sticking with me through to the end. And as I have promised, you will get the free ebook, and this free ebook is for all those who have signed up for the workshop and you have published your design. Thank you, and share your message with the world. This workshop could be the opportunity that you needed to get an additional skill to help share your message to the world.